Hi, my name is Njongo and I am from Bronkhorstspruit, a small town right in the east of Pretoria. I currently reside in South Point President House in Cape Town. And in my previous video, I talked about rape against women must fall. And today I'll be talking about women abuse must fall. So hashtag women abuse must fall. So what this basically topic entails is basically gender-based violence. So it's not about any specific race or religion or culture. It's basically mostly about gender, and it's gender-based. So women abuse is basically a form of violence that is brought upon a woman, normally against men. So men who abuse women are normally men that these women are very familiar with. So it's someone they know, someone they trust, and someone they value or look up to. So women abuse happens in many various different forms. So basically it can be mentally, so women can be mentally abused, emotionally abused, or physically abused. So when a woman is basically physically abused is when that you can see that something is not right. So normally she gets hit by her spouse, which is normally her husband, or someone she knows and trusts, like a boyfriend or a brother, or even an uncle or someone in the community that she knows. So the thing about violence against women and women abuse is that these women that get beaten up normally don't say anything about it or don't talk about it because of the fact that they are being abused by someone that they know or someone that they love. So there's nothing they can do about it, and it is just a psychological thing that is going on because they are mostly dependent on this person. So what they think is, if I report this, who's going to take care of me? If I report this, who's going to love me? If I report this, are they going to take me seriously? So how you can identify a person that is being abused is they normally have bruises around their body or their face. They're always wearing makeup for some reason, and even in hot weather they're wearing clothes that are clothes like pull necks and long sleeves, and they're very jumpy. They are very jumpy people. How women get abused mentally is when mind games get played. So that is basically when I tell you that you're not good enough, you can't do this, you will not achieve this, don't try this out because you're too ugly for this, don't go for this job interview because you're wasting your time and no one's going to hire you. So in that way, you become more dependent on a certain person. They are breaking you down mentally, so you devalue yourself. You basically think that you are not valuable, and it's a constant thing that takes place. So they basically play with your mind. They can even emotionally, how they emotional abuse you is how they emotionally blackmail you. So they say that no, you can't go to this party because you went out to this party. Now, party is a very bad example to use, but let's say you're in a relationship with a person and you want to do certain things but you do not do them because of the fear you have for that certain person. So let's say in this instance, your boyfriend, you have a fear for that because if you come back this time, they're going to hit you. If you come back this time, this is going to happen, which is not very ideal, and it should not be in any relationship because it is not healthy. How women are also emotionally abused is when they are deprived from things that they love. So if a person loves reading, then the husband or the boyfriend can be like, you need to stop reading because it's bad for you, you do not give me attention because of your reading. And this is how emotionally they blackmail and make you feel like you're not important. And another form that people get abused in is if you're dependent on a certain person, they basically make you do things and things that you don't realize that is not okay. Because you are dependent on them, you do not think that it is wrong. And even if it is wrong and you know that it is wrong, you cannot do anything about it because they are the source of income in the house, or they are the people that bring you happiness and joy, and you basically don't see anything wrong with it. And even when you speak out, mostly to your friends, you think that they're not making sense because yes, this is someone you love and you think that this is their way of showing you love. And basically what I want to say to the sisters out there that, you know what, if you're being hurt emotionally, mentally, or physically, enough is enough. A no is a no. A no is not a yes, and a no is not a maybe. It's a no. And do not be afraid, do not have fear. This is your body, this is your temple, And yes, the person might say that they love you, but what they're doing is not right, it is not correct. It basically, it's harming you as a person, and it's stopping your process of growing. You do not grow to your full potential. You do not achieve your goals that you've set yourself because you keep on thinking, what is this person going to say or do if I do this? So they're basically preventing you from becoming yourself. They're stopping you from becoming yourself because of the fear they bring to you. You know, they make you feel like you can't do anything. You cannot challenge yourself because you will not achieve it. But I want to say to you that anything you put your mind to, you can achieve. So we need to report these people if they are hurting you mentally or physically. And to the brothers and the gents out there, what I would like to say is, I've mentioned this in the video before, that you guys are our protectors. You guys are the people we go to for security. You guys are a sense of security. We need to know that we are able to come to you guys and know that you guys will comfort us in the way that we need to be comforted. You guys will protect us. You guys won't do anything to jeopardize our safety. You guys won't do anything that is bad or that will harm us. You know, you guys are our protectors. So now when you guys abuse us and make it seem like it's our fault, yes, which is how most of the perpetrators get away with this, is they make it seem like it's the victim's fault. They can say that, no, it's your fault that I got angry and then I hit you. And they will apologize and say they won't do it again, and then continuously repeat it using the same excuse that it was your fault. If you didn't do this, I wouldn't have done that. That is not how it's supposed to be. It is wrong, and it is painful to women, because these women feel like they are not worth it. They feel like they are the ones that are wrong initially. As I was saying, that they are our protectors and our protectors, we need to know that you guys will protect us no matter what, and not say you deserved it. No woman deserves to get hit, ever. If she is wrong, a hand should not be laid on a woman because of anything. A hand should not be laid on children because of anything. People should be able to sit down and talk about situations and not be a violent encounter that is taking place. So in conclusion, what I have to say is that if you know of someone that is being abused, or someone that is a victim of abuse, that they should be able to speak out and not fear the perpetrator. Yes, it is someone that they know, someone that they love, someone that they respect, but it is not fair to them that things like this are being done to them. And to the victims, like I said, brothers, think of your mothers, think of your sisters, and think of your daughters. How would you feel if this is being done to them? And yeah, if you don't like it, don't do it. Hashtag women abuse must fall. Thank you. Normally meant that these women is basically physically abused is when that you can see, if I report this, who's going to love me? If I report this, are they going to take me seriously? So how you can identify a person that is being abused is they normally have bruises around their body or their face. They're always wearing makeup for some reason, and even in hot weather they're wearing clothes that are clothes like polo necks and long sleeves, and they're very jumpy. They are very jumpy people. How women get abused mentally is when mind games get played. So that is basically when I tell you that you're not good enough, you can't do this, you will not achieve this, don't try this out because you're too ugly for this, don't go for this job interview because you're wasting your time, no one is going to hire you. So in that way, you become more dependent on a certain person. They are breaking you down mentally, so you devalue yourself. You basically think that you are not valuable, and it's a constant thing that takes place. So they basically play with your mind. They can even emotionally, how they emotional abuse you is how they emotionally blackmail you. So they say that no, you can't go to this party because you went out to this party. Now, party is a very bad example to use, but let's say you're in a relationship with a person and you want to do certain things but you do not do them because of the fear you have for that certain person. So let's say in this instance, your boyfriend, you have a fear for that because if you come back this time, they're going to hit you. If you come back this time, this is going to happen. Which is not very ideal, and it should not be in any relationship because it is not healthy. How women are also emotionally abused is when they are deprived from things that they love. So if a person loves reading, then the husband or the boyfriend can be like, you need to stop reading because it's bad for you. You do not give me attention because if you're reading, this is how emotionally they blackmail and make you feel like you're not important. And another form that people get abused in is if you're dependent on a person, they basically make you do things and things that you don't realize that is not okay. Because you are dependent on them, you do not think that it is wrong. And even if it is wrong and you know that it is wrong, you cannot do anything about it because they are the source of income in the house, or they are the people that bring you happiness and joy, and you basically don't see anything wrong with it. And even when you speak out, mostly to your friends, you think that they're not making sense because yes, this is someone you love and you think that this is their way of showing you love. And basically what I want to say to the sisters out there that, you know what, if you're being hurt emotionally, mentally or physically, enough is enough. A no is a no. A no is not a yes, and a no is not a maybe. It's a no. And do not be afraid, do not have fear. This is your body, this is your temple. And yes, the person might say that they love you, but what they're doing is not right. It is not correct. It basically it's harming you as a person, and it's stopping your process of growing. You do not grow to your full potential. You do not achieve your goals that you've set yourself because you keep on thinking, what is this person going to say or do if I do this? So they're basically preventing you from becoming yourself. They're stopping you from becoming yourself because of the fear they bring to you. You know, they make you feel like you can't do anything. You cannot challenge yourself because you will not achieve it. But I want to say to you that anything you put your mind to, you can achieve. So to report these people if they are hurting you mentally or physically. And to the brothers and the gents out there, what I would like to say is, I've mentioned this in the video before, that you guys are our protectors. You guys are the people we go to for security. You guys are a sense of security. We need to know that we are able to come to you guys and know that you guys will comfort us in the way that we need to be comforted. You guys will protect us. You guys won't do anything to jeopardize our safety. You guys won't do anything that is bad or that will harm us. You know, you guys are our protectors. So now when you guys abuse us and make it seem like it's our fault, yes, which is how most of the perpetrators get away with this, is they make it seem like it's the victim's fault. They can say that, no, it's your fault that I got angry and that I hit you. And they will apologize and say they won't do it again, and then continuously repeat it using the same excuse that it was your fault. If you didn't do this, I wouldn't have done that. That is not how it's supposed to be. It is wrong, and it is painful to women because these women feel like they are not worth it. They feel like they are the ones that are wrong initially. As I was saying, that they are our protectors and our protectors, we need to know that you guys will protect us no matter what. I'm not saying we deserved it. No woman deserves to get hit ever. If she is wrong, a hand should not be laid on a woman because of anything. A hand should not be laid on children because of anything. People should be able to sit down and talk about situations and not be a violent encounter that is taking place. So in conclusion, what I have to say is that if you know of someone that is being abused, or someone that is a victim of abuse, that they should be able to speak out and not fear the perpetrator. Yes, it is someone that they know, someone that they love, someone that they respect, but it is not fair to them that things like this are being done to them. And to the victims, like I said, brothers, think of your mothers, think of your sisters, and think of your daughters. How would you feel if this is being done to them? And yeah, if you don't like it, don't do it. #women abuse must fall. Thank you.